Hello. All right, we are back in our normal studio. I am bringing you just the regular show. I apologize. Not really, guys. I was traveling the last couple of weeks, took some time, went and visited family, did some business stuff. So I was away. I was in the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas one of the weeks. Last week and the week before that, I was in my parents' home back home in California. So things were a little bit different, but you know what? Here we are. We're doing the thing again. We are back in our studio with my wonderful piece of artwork from my friend, the Rogue Dermatologist. Guys, thank you for those of you that show up consistently. Thank you, Shell, again, already in the chat. Hey, everyone, welcome. Repost the live. Yes, please, guys, please repost the live stream. It is the only way that more people are going to find out about the show that I enjoy bringing to you. Hopefully, I can continue to bring it to you for a very long time. But it also has to kind of make sense to do that. And, well, the algorithm changes have not been kind to the channel. But you know what? We're going to keep doing it for a while, see if that changes. Stick with it a little longer. But I do have to shift gears a little bit. I am going to be working on starting a different business. The current one that I have is not really panning out. That's fine. You know what? You try things. It doesn't work. You move on. So I'll be making some changes to my website as well as some other things because I am moving on with the Men's Empowerment Network project. Didn't really get any traction with it. That's fine. Not a problem. I will gladly bring my expertise in other areas to the public and see if there's a demand for it. And if there's not, we'll try something else. And then we'll try something else. That's just how it works, guys. You got to keep trying until you find something that sticks. Even Elon Musk didn't succeed in his first venture. So just bear with me, be patient, but we are going to get the first thing pulled up, which is the profile. As always, guys, check out the profile. That is me. That's not an AI picture, guys. The background was added. Thank you, Shell, for doing that. What's up, Karen? Good to see you. As always in the chat, Karen. It is a pleasure. But guys, the background on that image was added. That image was actually done by Shell in the chat. So thank you very much for it. I might update that PFP here soon. We will see. I am a military veteran. I'm a proud father of two, single dad, YouTube creator, as well as America only at this point. MAGA and Maha, please don't send me unsolicited dick pics. I would greatly appreciate it to not do that. Also, patriotdad.org. You can check out the website that was created by Siraj. That is where you can find all the different ways to support the channel, including buying me a coffee and tipping. You can also leave just your tip here, right here in the chat, in the profile. But yeah, guys, different ways to support me. Also, it's free. If you guys could subscribe to the YouTube and the Rumble channel, I would also greatly appreciate it. Many blessings to all of you. I will help you again. If you want me to help you with your PFP, I appreciate the offer, Shell. I got to figure out what I want to do with it. I don't even know what I want yet. So when I find out, I will let you know. But Patriot Dad family, we have ongoing right now. We are at 27 members. That's wonderful. I think we're up from like 22 a couple of weeks ago, guys. But I am in the middle of a 90-day calisthenics challenge. I'll give you a quick update. First week was completed. 3 workouts. This week I'm targeting 4 workouts. I've done 3, looking to do a 4th. These are quick 20 to 30 minutes for the first 30 days. I posted in the community the first 30 days of guidance for that calisthenic challenge. So we are doing that as a community. So if you want, please join us. It's fun. It'll help you get in a little bit better shape. Crispy says, wouldn't let me post the live, but I did post a link. Thank you very much, Crispy. Every little bit helps. We got a Crispy. We got a Karen. We got a Shell. The regulars are here. Thank you very much. I know there's other things you could be doing on your Saturday night. So thank you for spending it with us. But guys, first thing we're going to get into is immigration. It's been a weird week, guys. It was hard to find which category to put some of these stories in because there's so much overlap between immigration, crime, and the government. Because right now, the biggest thing in the news is the immigration-connected fraud crime that is being perpetrated against us by the government. So these 3 sections are a little bit intermingled. Apologies, it's not as clear cut as it normally is on certain weeks. But right here, Florida, guys. Florida doing what everybody should be doing. Florida is talking about banning illegal aliens from sending remittances. If you have a bank account from getting a bank account, sending remittances, getting loans, home ownership assistance, licenses, and more. Guys, if you are here illegally, you shouldn't be getting any help. You're here illegally. Why would we give that assistance to you? That's crazy. I'm glad to see Florida making this move. I think it's the right move, guys. I think every state needs to copy it. They're not going to, though. We know the blue states, no way in hell. Even most of the red states don't want to touch this for some reason, guys. But Florida, with some really good leadership on this, I think we all need to follow suit. I don't know what you guys think about it. Hey, Crispy Indeed. What's up, Shell? Besson says the Treasury will now require anyone that is sending money out of the USA to check a box. Oh, yeah. You know, that's just like they check a box to say they're legally voters, right? You can always check. You can always rely on somebody checking a box, honestly. I hope there's a little more teeth to this, but checking a box saying if you're on public assistance and wiring money out, you're flagged as either not needing the money or as a potential criminal. That sounds like probably a pretty good way to put that. So, yeah. Oh, thank you also for posting the link in the Ether chat there, Shell. Like I said, post the chat, post the live stream apologies to any social media and or dating profiles, dating websites, Tinder, Grindr, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, whatever. Just post it out as many places as you can. Send it out to your group chats on text message. Send it to your grandma. She may not know how to open it, but you know what? If you can get grandma to open it, it still counts. But guys, this is a good point. Why? If you're on public assistance and you're wiring money out, like you're taking money from me and from you, and they're wiring it back home as a remittance, that sounds kind of fucked. I don't think that's a good thing.
So we're lowering that to 3,000.
Oh, good.
And we're also targeting the 2 counties here. And we're going to do enhanced surveillance. And from now on, anyone who wires money out from one of these money service businesses has to check a box saying whether they are on public assistance.
Crispy says, post it on lesbianmails.com. Why do I feel like that's actually I hope that's not actually a website, but it wouldn't surprise me at this point. West Virginia, the chat. Hello, sir.
And if you are on public assistance, we are going to start pushing that you cannot wire money out of the country.
Oh, gosh. Well, what if they lie and they don't tell us for public assistance?
Well,
that's good. That's my question, because guess what, guys? They're going to lie.
Then
That's a crime, lying on a federal form.
We're going to follow it up. And we are going to push that you can no longer do that. The American people are generous.
You can no longer lie? Guys, politicians lie. Everybody lies for some strange reason. It's kind of shit, actually. I really wish people would have more integrity, don't you?
Has been taken advantage of.
Our generosity is funding al-Shabaab, an Iranian interest, it could be.
Well,
Yeah. It is. It's not a good thing either, guys. Public dollars are being sent overseas. The Somali community is sending so much money back. It's like one of the largest items in Somalia's GDP. And guess what? Somalia has a bunch of terrorists. So, should we keep giving public assistance to Somalis that are going to send it back home? No, we shouldn't. Should we give it to anybody who's going to send it back home? No. Especially if back home has a bunch of terrorists in it. That's crazy. Here we have a little bit of a speech, 54 seconds, that was posted by Basil the Great from the UN General Assembly when Trump was addressing them. Let's listen to this real quick.
Braggadocious way, but it's true. I've been right about everything. And
I've been right about everything. Garrett says it is their economy, apparently. Yeah, it's like the largest line item in their GDP. Is remittances from the U.S. It's kind of wild. I bet the other part of their economy is piracy. I don't see a lot of products showing up in the United States with a stamp on it that says made in Somalia. Do you?
I'm telling you that if you don't get away from the green energy scam,
based.
your country is going to fail.
Yeah, we're looking at you, Germany.
And if you don't stop people that you've never seen before, that you have nothing in common with, your country is going to fail.
Yeah, don't bring in people that have nothing in common with you. That's kind of, it's actually pretty retarded. Don't do it. Karen says, Trump, like me, you need some commas in there, Karen. Trump, like me, is right about everything. Yeah.
I'm the president of the United States, but I worry about Europe. I love Europe. I love the people of Europe.
Not the government of Europe. Let me be clear. I love the people of Europe, not the governments of Europe. The EU is dumb.
And I hate to see it being devastated by energy and immigration.
Ooh, so green stuff and third world stuff. Yeah.
This double-tailed monster destroys everything in its wake, and they cannot let that happen any
Gojira.
longer. You're doing it because you want to be nice. You want to be politically correct, and you're destroying your heritage.
Nope.
They must take control strongly and immediately of the unmitigated immigration disaster and the fake energy.
And it's just going to keep going, guys. That's the end of the clip. I wish I had more. If we have more, maybe we can cover it on a future week, guys. But the UN General Assembly, it's like they laughed at him for the speech and he was proven 100% correct. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Like, guys, the EU is a joke. Most of these European countries are a joke. Like, you can't take them seriously. They're committing slow suicide as a culture. It's so dumb. These globalist entities, guys, are wreaking such havoc. It's not even funny. I wish it was funny. It's not funny, guys. These globalist organizations are destroying the West. They're destroying the first world. The internet, guys, it's, oh my God, it's a hellscape. Everyone's below replacement, guys. Everybody in the first world is pretty much below replacement. It's not good, guys. Get out there. Stop being retarded. Go meet a nice lady. Have more kids, please. Please. And ladies, pull your head out of your ass. You're not a 10. You're not going to bag a 9. Be realistic about you. And just look for somebody who is your equivalent. And just be happy. Choose to be happy, guys. Stop choosing to be unhappy. Choose to be happy. Make it work. Go have kids. Stop this shit. We need to save our country and save our culture. If we don't start doing that on both sides, if the men don't fix their shit and the women don't fix their shit, guys, it's all duped. We got to fix that. Here we got Libs of TikTok. JD Vance says the Trump admin believes there is a nationwide fraud ring that's rooted in illegal aliens and taking advantage of the American welfare system. Guys, I think that's true. But the crazy thing is somebody's running it. It's not the borderline retarded Somali community. It's not. Their IQ is on average like 68. It's not them, guys. They're not the masterminds. Who's the masterminds? The masterminds are going to be the George Soros, the organizations, these NGO rings, these politicians, probably a bunch of angry white liberal women. Like, it's crazy. Oh, Shell says exactly. Yeah, guys, it's a hellscape. Carrot says if they would have reversed course and not destroyed their nuclear generating capacity after the speech, they wouldn't be funding Putin today. That is very true. Very true, guys. Germany loves talking shit about Russia, loves saying that they support Ukraine, but then they got rid of all of their nuclear power plants. They built coal and gas plants, and now they rely on Russia for natural gas. So you tell me who's actually supporting Russia and if they're actually supporting Ukraine. They're funding both sides of the war just like we are, guys. Crispy says, I have a secret troll lover. She gives me access to her bridge. Ooh. Hard to argue with that, Crispy. That sounds like a pretty good setup. Now go have some half troll children. Says we're going to get to the root of it.
I think is actually representative of a broader fraud scheme that we're going to see all over the country. We're going to see it in California. We're going to see it in other places too, where people get rich from the American taxpayer. The Somalian fraud, for example, daycare fraud. You've got Americans. We've got programs set up to make it easy.
Is he wearing eyeliner? Like no joke. Like, why does it always look like he's wearing eyeliner? I love you, JD. I do, but like, my guy, change makeup, people, please.
Easier for Americans to get their kids in daycare so they can have proper child care. You take that money and you siphon it off to Somalian fraudsters. That's a double theft. Number one, that means a lot of American families can't afford their child care. Number two, that means a lot of American taxpayers are being fleeced. It's totally unacceptable.
Yes. As a person who has to pay to keep their kids entertained, I'll just say, while I'm at work, It's kind of infuriating. I should have gone and just started a fucking daycare instead of going to work. I would have made more money. I wouldn't have had to pay someone else to watch my kids. All of you guys could have paid me to watch them. Like, guys, the whole thing is just infuriating. You try and do the right thing. You try and do things the legal way. You try and follow the rules. You try to do things the way that your mom and your dad raised you to do them, guys, and you end up just getting butt-fisted by some migrant who has no business being here.
I believe, Jesse, we're going to have some very big announcements on this stuff in the next couple of days. I don't want to get ahead of the president on anything, but we believe that there is a nationwide fraud ring that's rooted in rooted in illegal aliens and others taking advantage of the American welfare system. We're going to get to the root of it, and anybody who's involved is going to get prosecuted.
Good. As Shell says, very maddening. It really is. It really is. Why even bother doing things the right way, guys? Why bother? And then you have septum ring theory, guys. Oh, God. I pulled this story and I looked at it and I said, I have to include this only because this guy, this thing is wearing a septum ring, which tells me it's got to be weird. But if you look at the title, guys, don't do this. This is not encouragement. This is not incitement to violence. This is not telling a direct call for action. It's none of that, YouTube idiots. I'm not advocating for this. I'm reporting on it just as Libs of TikTok is. So stop it. It's not me. This weirdo is saying it's time to start getting guns and shooting ICE agents. Don't do that. Do not do this, guys.
We, the people, need to start taking back this country and
That's a white woman.
immediately, because
It's even got the fucking bird hands, guys. That's a white woman.
they have corrupt, fake-ass people in these placements like ICE.
Anyone else? Who votes? Okay, guys, this is going to be a vote. Is this a female to male? Give me a 1 in the chat. Or is this just a super gay dude? 2 in the chat. What do you think? Trans or super gay? My vote is 1. Let me know what you think.
That are allowed to be masked, covered, not identify, do whatever the fuck they want, and murder people.
I don't think it's not really murder when you're trying to run someone over with a car. Guys, has anyone else ever tried to run over a cop with a car? Like, does that sound like a good idea to anybody else? That sounds like a terrible idea. That's a dumb idea. In fact, every time people do it, they end up getting shot. Don't do it. Because when you try to use a 4,000 to 5,000 pound vehicle as a weapon against a cop, it turns out that it puts them in fear of their life. If you put a cop in fear of their life, guys, they are allowed to and will use deadly force. Don't be retarded. Stop trying to run over cops. In fact, don't try to run over anybody. Don't run over anybody. Because as a private citizen, I will probably shoot you if you try and hit me with your car. Don't do it.
Without
This is the bad weirdo. Okay, yeah, that you were talking about earlier, Shel. Yes.
knowing who they're killing, just killing civilians.
They're killing a civilian that was trying to use a vehicle as a deadly weapon, so it doesn't really matter who the fuck it is. Like, at all. Like, matters not at all.
And Trump's okay with this.
Yes. And so am I, and so is probably everybody in my audience.
And is allowing this to happen, and it's now happening all over in the Midwest.
No, it's not. And if it is, it's because too many retards are out there trying to run over ICE and cops with their cars. Stop it.
This is not okay. What the fuck, America
Yeah, stop trying to run over the cops with your cars, America.
and Americans? How stupid are we to keep allowing this to happen?
Yeah, no one's allowing it, my dude. Chick. What my Oh, it's deeply unsettling. Nobody's allowing it. It's just the thing that happens. You use deadly force against a police officer, guys. They're going to use deadly force back. I promise you.
I say it's time for everybody to start getting guns
Don't do this.
and start coming out of their houses and start shooting these fucking ICE agents in the
Don't do this.
head when they start trying to take over people. We
Yes. So this person thing And you can see their libs CC the FBI at DHS, guys. But this thing is directly calling for people to take up arms against the government. I'm pretty sure this is an insurrection way more than Jacob Chansley or Adam or, Chad or like anyone else that got arrested for January 6th, guys. I'm just saying this is way more of an insurrection, a direct call to arms, to raise arms against the government. Like that, like what the hell, man? It's not rocket surgery. It really isn't. Shell, I agree. But the hands, I just can't. Why do white women do that? Shell, as the white woman in the audience, why? I don't get it. Maybe you don't either because you're not a crazy dingbat liberal. But why? Why the hands? Oh, is this one? I hope they do. Karen. I don't hope they do, but if they do, they're gonna FAFO real quick, like real fast, guys. Don't do this, please. X Freeze with the quote of the day: if you can't spell learning, if you can't spell learning, the Leering Center has fucked up my spelling already. If you can't spell learning, maybe you shouldn't be in early childhood education.
By the way, if you can't spell learning, maybe you shouldn't be in early childhood education.
The Leering Center. Oh, guys, that's so good. Oh, yeah, Joe Biden for sure. Walls and Omar daycare centers of Minnesota. Not accepting children, just federal money, guys. Oh, that's a good meme. Good job, X Freeze. Appreciate it. Last story at immigration, guys. This is straight out of Hungary. Based Hungary, the account. Hungary reveals the reason migration is allowed in Europe. It's a replacement of native-born voters. That's the left's plan, guys. Let's see what he has to say.
The migration issue is so complicated. Legally, it's very simple.
Yes.
To cross the border line without a permission is a crime. Full point.
Yes.
It's over. The problem is that migration is a concept of changing the society as such.
Yeah.
The colored hair, Karen, the colored hair against Delta Force, it would be hilarious. Yes, it would be.
It's a kind of replacement of the original native-born.
And this is like, they called us a conspiracy theorist. They called us crazy. People used to get banned over talking about replacement theory, guys. Oh, you guys are just crazy. You're not being replaced. You're just racist. You're just bigots. You're just anti-immigrant. You're just this and that. It's like, yeah, it turns out every time the left calls you those stupid names, it's because you're correct. And it's because it's undermining something that they are trying to do. Guys, the iron law of projection. I have a design coming that Shell worked on for a hoodie for this very specific thing, guys. The replacement is true. It was one of the many conspiracy theories that got proven true, guys. They are trying to replace the native-born populations in the first world. It's happening.
Voters with somebody else. And this is, without being involved into any conspiracy theory, this is a well-detailed plan of the left. Because, okay, my understanding of the history is probably not as sophisticated.
What is she even doing at the table? Why?
As yours, but if I understand correctly, the last 150 years of the European, including UK anyway, the European politics, it's about a competition of two tribes. One is those who think that we should stay in the traditional frame and value system of
Christians,
of Europe as it was. Nation, freedom, Christianity, that's all.
Yes. And then it turns out the opposing side is the Moors. It's the invading Muslims. Guys, Google the UN question of race and you can see it where it started in 1950. Yeah, it's been a while, guys. Most of these, the left has been playing the long game since the very late 18 and early 1900s. Guys, many of these globalist things, like Karen just pointed out, have been around since the 50s and 60s. But the progressives have been slowly chipping away at it and making progress for 120 years, guys. We have the huge changes that came with the Federal Reserve Act and the federal income tax in 1913. For instance, another set of changes that directly undermined the way that the government and the population interact with each other. It's not good, guys, but we're going to get over into crime because there's enough crime and fraud and other things to talk about. But Crispy says, yeah, it's insane. Yes, it is. Nick Sartor posting, for the first time ever, I've had to be evacuated out of an American city. Think about this, guys. Nick Sartor on the ground reporting, as he usually does, had to be evacuated out of Minneapolis. 2 security guards weren't nearly enough to fend off the mob. Minneapolis PD hung up on me, forcing us to run away while being chased by car. Minneapolis is officially under mob rule. I'm so beyond frustrated. We cannot let these terrorists win. This little clip from Minneapolis PD.
Location that they can access so they can assist you.
Okay, so they're not coming to this location, correct? I have to go and find them
Okay,
myself.
if you're not going to answer my question, are you going to go to a different location?
I mean, I'm being chased down the road. What do you want from me? I have to go. What location do I need to
You're
go
going to have to go to a different location if you'd like to be. Okay, I'm going to disconnect.
What location do I have to go to?
And they hung up. Oh, Nick Sartor out there doing the Lord's work, guys. Minneapolis is kind of a shithole right now. Has been for a while, guys, but things are getting real unhinged. Got Deputy Secretary of HHS, Jim O'Neill, here. To prevent fraud, we asked states to provide receipts before sending taxpayer money to childcare. 5 blue states sued. And an activist Biden-appointed judge just ordered us to stop asking. What are they afraid of? We will comply with the court, but we will fight. Don't comply with the court. What are we doing? We need to basically tell these federal judges to just go F themselves at this point. These individual inferior court judges that think that they can just make dictates and control the federal government as an individual is crazy. Stop listening to these courts. Stop. Stop. Inferior court judges have no rights in this. Just stop. I hate it. I hate the fact that the government actually listens to these boneheads. They need to arrest these judges. They need to throw them in jail. Do whatever they need to do, guys. These individual federal inferior court judges are just a disaster. It's one of the things that's so important. We need to appoint federal judges that are actually judges, not activists. Guys, these activist judges have got to go. They've got to go. Questionable Gardner here with a little story. USDA announces it's cutting off more than $250 million in funding to Minnesota. This includes taxpayers covering $26.9 million in administrative expense and $100 million in block grants, with nearly $27 million to cover administration. How was Minnesota not able to track the validity of money distribution? That's a very good question. Very good question, Gardner. If we're paying you if we're paying you almost $27 million in administrative costs to do what if you can't track where the money went? What administration was occurring? Doesn't make any sense to me. Crispy says, follow the El Salvador path and jail all activist judges. Yes, exactly. Nayib Bukele, President Bukele gave us the path. Said you have to do this or it won't work. I agree with him. Let's do that. Let's just do it. MAGA Voice here. Elon Musk just posted Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent confirming that there is $600 billion in annual fraud. For our tax money, Elon's been right all along.
And just to put this in perspective for American taxpayers, for American families, the GAO, the General Accounting Office, believes that there is somewhere between 300 and 600 billion of annual fraud, roughly 10% of government spending.
Can you imagine if you were at a job and you just fraudulently spent 10% of a company's budget? Like, what would happen to you? How quickly would you be in jail?
That disappears due to fraud. If we can recapture that, that is 1 to 2% of GDP. And just to put this in perspective.
Karen says, did I see Elon reposted Aladdin? I did. If you actually want to throw that link down in the chat, I will pull it up. I don't think I have that one pulled up for the week, but if you throw it in the chat, I'll open it. Confirmed annual U.S. fraudulent spending hit at least $521 billion. That is on the low end estimates. I'm guessing it's closer to $1 trillion or $1.5 trillion. But guys,
nationwide, and it's considered that even that number you're seeing there, 233 to 521 billion dollars a year, that's probably on the low end, that it's actually much higher, because that just comes from a small number of federal agencies that actually report improper payments. Medicare, Medicaid hold the largest share of that. So now this major fraud investigation.
Nick Shirley. Guys, $500 billion is an insane amount of money. Why am I being taxed? Why are you being taxed? Why? Why? What is it going to? What is it actually doing? I would rather them spend $3 trillion on defense than give $1 to fraud. Now, I'd rather just cut federal spending and maybe pay off some of the debt. That'd be great. Can we do that? Like Republicans, like House Republicans that posted this, can you go do your job, please? Like, stop talking about stuff and go do it. Stop writing strongly worded emails, right? And go actually do your job. Stop voting for the Democrats when they're not codifying Doge cuts. What are you guys doing? Said it's clear Democrat-enabled fraud in Minnesota is organized and intentional. Money has been stolen from autism centers, sober homes, medical transport companies, housing programs, billions of taxpayers' dollars stolen over a decade and a half. How deep does the rabbit hole go? It's not just Minnesota, Republicans. It's not even just... This is all by design, guys. This is theater. We are being gaslit by both parties. The Uniparty is alive and well. The sewer is alive and well and running. Guys, DC is a cesspool, and they are robbing us blind while we struggle to make a living. I hate them so much. You got Rep. Anna Paulina Luna still talking, guys. No action, but based on testimony, I have enough evidence to believe that Tim Walz and Keith Ellison, knowingly complicit in the Somali fraud scheme in Minnesota, they have referred them to the DOJ for charges, guys. I don't think anything's going to happen to you. I have no faith that the government is going to hold itself accountable when they've been stealing from us in order to make themselves wealthy. I have no faith in them. None whatsoever, guys. You got this one from MAGA Storm. Enough. It's time to abolish the income tax. Exactly, guys. If they're going to steal from me to give to some dipshit who doesn't deserve it, I'm sure as hell you do not need to be taking any more of my money, guys. But Tim Burchett just confirmed Congress has been laundering millions of our tax dollars straight into Democrat-connected billionaire donor NGOs. And it gets worse. Burchett says the UN staff created thousands of NGOs and we're funding them all. Musk plus Doge nailed it. Here's how the NGO scam works. A billionaire who hates everything we stand for throws $1 million into some fancy sounding group like Feed the Children. Ah, yes. Feed the Children. Gardner knows that one very well. Pocket change to them. And then the group applies for federal money. And some elected bureaucrat in Washington goes, oh, wow, they raised $1 million? That must be legit. And boom, they end up with billions upon billions. Afghanistan alone, Burchett said there are over 1,000 NGOs operating there. And once you factor in the UN network, it could be multiple thousands of organizations running projects and feeding off your money. This is the definition of global money laundering machine. Abolish the income tax, cut off the NGO pipeline, audit everything, and prosecute everyone involved. Yeah.
What's the deal with those dadgum NGOs?
Good question, Tip.
Non-government organizations.
Government's excuse to fund things and do things they're not allowed to do legally, but then they can do because now it's a non-government organization doing it.
Nope. They get a heck of a lot of your money, though, and here's how it works. They're not non-government because you and I fund it. We borrow the money to send to them. Afghanistan, for instance, where we had the bill to defund the Taliban. It's in the Senate now, and the other side, oh man, they pitched a fit when we added NGOs. We're cutting them off. Because here's what happens. You've got these billionaires who hate our guts, want to destroy everything we stand for. They'll put $1 million in some group that has some fancy name, Feed the Children. I don't know, maybe that's not an accurate one, but anyway.
Oh no, that's accurate.
Anyway, you get the picture. And so they'll put $1 million in there, which is nothing to them, pennies on their dollars. And so they apply for this federal money, and then the unelected bureaucrat in Washington says, oh, they got $1 million. Man, they're legit. And so,
Karen, I hope he makes real changes too. But so far, what I've seen is that the Democrats are voting to not allow them. And then there's a collection. I think it was, I got it pulled up. I think there's 19 Republicans that sided with them. I've got that story coming up in government in a couple of stories. He is a national treasure. We all like Tim Burchett. Thank you, Shell and Crispy. We also got this, guys. Last two things in crime. I had to throw them in here because I really didn't have anywhere else to put them. But this is getting into the LGBT stuff and the weird stuff. Houston Wade, a leftist activist with a long history of calling Republicans and Trump supporters pedophiles. Weird. He kept calling everyone else a pedophile, guys. What does that mean? Turns out he was arrested for allegedly trying to meet up with an 11-year-old child for sexual activities, guys. Guys, the iron law of projection remains undefeated, 198 years and running. Congratulations, weirdo. And then another weirdo, guys. The attack on J.D. Vance's home that happened a couple of weeks ago, guys. They figured out who the attacker was. It was this William kid. Is confirmed to be a transgender, goes by the name of Julia. Again, the transgenders are being violent and weird. And then they want to try and claim it's not a mental disease. Guys, I don't know how you make that argument anymore. Both parents are registered as Democrats, donating over $11,000 to Kamala Harris in 2020. Oh, white guys for Harris. Okay, that makes sense. They also donated to Joe Biden. Yeah, that makes sense. Daughter, son of wealthy doctors. Of course. Of course. Remember, Epstein was a Democrat, and all efforts to normalize his sick shit comes from the left. That's right, Garrett. That's right. And then they try and accuse you of doing the same thing because they know that you'll find shame in it. They use it to try and keep you quiet. But if you notice, they don't have any shame because they're doing all this stuff they accuse us of doing. Oh, guys, check out the profile. Repost out the live. Last I saw, we are sitting at 48, guys. 48. We could do better, guys. Those are rookie numbers. We used to get 500, 600, 700 views. I know it was a different algorithm. I know. But do me a favor, guys. Share it out. Make sure everyone knows. I think part of the other problem, I was talking to Shell about this earlier in the ether. We originally moved the time of this show to not conflict with Adrian Dittman and the conversation. And it appears that a lot of the time that show is now running concurrently with this show at an earlier time slot than the original 9 o'clock. I don't know if that was just for the holidays, guys, but I think that's definitely impacting our viewership because a lot of the same people watch both shows. So if there is a different time slot that would be better for you guys, I can pull it up a little bit earlier. I can't really go later, guys. I have obligations on Sunday morning and I need to get up early. But if I pulled it up to 5 or 6, do you think that would be better? Do you think it would be worse? Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know. And then also share it out. Check out the website. Check out the community. Join us with our calisthenics 90-day challenge. It's been a lot of fun. My arms hurt. My core hurts, guys. I've never done planks before. Holy crap. That shit sucks. But we're going to keep doing it. We are in our second week, about to wrap up the second week of that calisthenics 90-day challenge, guys. Come join us. Come join that Patriot Dad family community. But we're going to get into government. Again, like I said, there's a lot of cross-pollination between these three categories this week because immigration, crime, and government are very intertwined right now. Very intertwined. But I had to include a couple of non-immigration stories real quick. 6 would be good. Oh, okay. Well, there's one vote for 6. Seattle's new socialist mayor, Katie Wilson. Aw, an awful, guys. An angry white female urban liberal orders police to not arrest offenders for open drug use citywide. She's 43 and has relied on her parents for financial support. Again, open drug use, guys. You can let your kids walk somewhere, right? And they're just going to see people getting high in the streets. And then, like we saw over the last few weeks on X, people are posting videos of cities like Philadelphia and a bunch of people high on fentanyl and just like passing out in the middle of the street and dying. And they're trying to say that, oh, look, this is Trump's America. Except, guys, like they just pointed out, this is all happening in blue cities. So if it's going to happen in blue cities, guys, is it really Trump's America? Seems all this rot is happening because of policies like this. So let's just knock that shit out. The Pentagon Pizza Watch. If you're not, actually, I don't think I'm following this. I'm going to follow them. Pentagon Pizza Watch, guys. This is, they monitor the Google activity at different restaurants in and around the Pentagon. But it has been correlated that when there is a lot of activity at the local pizza places in and around the Pentagon, it means that no one's going home to eat dinner. They are ordering pizza into the Pentagon because there's something big going on. The Pentagon being the largest office building on Earth. So when the pizza places in and around the Pentagon are very busy, there is suspicion that there is something very big happening around the world. Well, let's check in on the Pentagon Pizza. Papa John's, 2.3 miles from the Pentagon, has experienced an extreme spike in activity, 244% as of this Saturday morning. DEFCON 4. So if this was Saturday morning, that was today, guys. That's today. What are we going to go kick Colombia in the teeth, guys? What do you think? Who do you think's getting invaded in the next 2 days? Oh, look, we're carrying out strikes against ISIS in Syria. Well, there's that. What else? What else do you think is coming, guys? Because when there is that high of a spike in traffic, the Pentagon is busy doing something. This one. Oh, this is good. We're just going to listen to this, guys. I'm just going to play this. CNN interviewing Stephen Miller.
Important topic. The premier of Greenland and the premier of Denmark and other Danish officials are responding to a Twitter post from your wife, Katie Miller, herself a former Trump White House official, showing Greenland covered with an American flag, saying soon. After that was posted, President Trump repeated the claim that the U.S.
So now nations are responding to government official spouses' posts on on X. Guys, X really is the place to go for news.
The U.S. needs Greenland for national security reasons.
Which is true, guys.
The Danish prime minister responded to this in an interview earlier today, as reported by Bloomberg, quote, "I believe one should take the American president seriously when he says it wants Greenland, but I will also make it clear that if the U.S. chooses to attack another NATO country militarily, then everything stops, including NATO, and thus the security that has been established since the end of the Second World War." Can you...
Guys, you don't need to sell me any harder. I think this is a wonderful idea. Guys, the U.S. is NATO. Like, NATO is not going to step in if we attack Denmark. They're not. Or if we attack Greenland. Sorry, we're not attacking Denmark directly. Greenland is under the control of Denmark. Guys, just sell it to us. It's a lot easier. You don't have to get your ass kicked. Just sell it to us.
You rule out that the U.S. is ever going to try to take Greenland by force?
Well, let me go back a step. The president has been clear for months now. So I know you're treating this as breaking news. The president has been clear for months now that the United States should be the nation that has Greenland as part of our overall security apparatus. The United
Right, but
States,
your wife posted that like hours after the Venezuela operation. That's why it's newly relevant.
No, I'm not, and I'll talk with you about it for an hour. I think it's a really important conversation. I just wanted to reset, Jake, by making clear that it has been the formal position of the U.S. government since the beginning of this administration, frankly, going back into the previous Trump administration, that Greenland should be part of the United States.
Yeah.
The president has been very clear about that. That is the formal position of the U.S. government.
Right, but can you
And
say that military action against Greenland is off the table?
No.
It wouldn't be military action against Greenland. The Greenland has a population of 30,000 people, Jake. The real question is, by what right does Denmark assert control over Greenland? What is the basis of their territorial claim? What is their basis of having Greenland as a colony of Denmark? The United States is the power of NATO.
Yeah, that's true.
For the United States to secure the Arctic region, to protect and defend NATO and NATO interests, obviously Greenland should be part of the United States. And so that's a conversation that we're going to have as a country. That's a process we're going to have as a community of nations.
So you can't take it off the table that the U.S. would use military force to seize Greenland. You can't.
We're not going to do that on air. That's crazy. You don't give your adversaries your like deck of cards. Like, no.
I understand, Jake. I understand you're trying very hard to, which again is your job. I respect it. It's great to get exactly the headline, right? That catchy headline.
I'm trying to get an answer to the question.
That says Miller refuses to rule out the United States should have Greenland as part of the United States. There's no need to even think or talk about this in the context that you're asking of a military operation. Nobody's going to fight the United States militarily over the future of Greenland. So
One last question,
doesn't
Stephen.
make any sense.
One last.
He's like, bro, no one's fighting us over Greenland. Like, it's not happening. But yeah, guys, 100%. 100%. Love to see it. Also, anytime you can see Miller talking on the news channels, it's just great. This one, guys, this is what I was talking about. The Republicans, Tim Burchett, not shocked by the sewer. Senate Republicans voting against codifying DOJ, foreign and aid and spending cuts. Guys, why are there Republicans voting with Democrats? If you are in the area where one of these people is your representative or senator, you need to call them and tell them to knock that shit off. Let them vote and offer an assistance package and incentivize the population. Yeah, they basically were offering like money. They should. Like, why not? They absolutely should. Incentivize the population. Oh, holy crap. Okay, this one I'm going to read it and then I'm going to move it and we're going to play it at the end because this has music to it. So I can't play it until I turn off YouTube. But said this might be the most epic Trump post of all time. The Trump posted a video of Maduro challenging 47 to come and get me, followed up by a screaming bald eagle and thunderstruck blaring in the background during the missile fire. Trump said, challenge accepted. Oh, guys, like literally he challenged Trump to come get him. Like, I don't know why the world is surprised that we did. Seems like the right thing to do. This one, Trump ambassador Waltz, different, just told the United Nations this is our hemisphere. Russia, China, and Iran are done playing games here.
Entering the United States and increasingly Europe. As Secretary Rubio stated just yesterday, this is the Western Hemisphere. This is where we live. And we're not going to allow the Western Hemisphere to be used as a base of operation for our nation's adversaries and competitors and rivals of the United States. You can't turn Venezuela into the operating hub for Iran, for Hezbollah, for gangs, for Cuban intelligence agents, and other malign actors that control that country. You cannot continue to have the largest energy reserves in the world under the control of adversaries of the United States, under the control of illegitimate leaders, and not benefiting the people of Venezuela, and stolen by a handful of oligarchs inside of Venezuela. But it doesn't stop there. Numerous UN and international human rights organizations have issued reports documenting.
Guys, come on. Like, we did a thing. It's a good thing. I think that pretty much everybody involved now, except for obviously the progressives, they aren't happy about it. Guys, it's crazy that you have a bunch of progressive white people protesting in New York against the arrest of Maduro, and then you have like almost all of Venezuela and pretty much the rest of the world is happy about it. Should just tell you a little bit. Kara says, I bet Elon thought about a Greenland launch facility. Oh, let's do it. That would be great. Shell says, I bet you're right. Kara says, the Trump road doctrine now. Yes. Yes. I hope people now understand the president of the U.S. is not a game player.
This is a president of action. Like, I don't understand yet how they haven't figured this out. And now, if you don't know, now you know.
You know.
Because this is the way it's going to play out. And I think people need to understand that this is not a president that just talks and does letters and press conferences. And, you know, if he says he's serious about something, he means it.
And we're talking about being serious, that Greenland is ours. So, I don't know why anyone thinks that he's not serious, guys. If he says he's going to do something, he tends to do it, as most people that are of high integrity do.
And this is something that was a direct threat to the national interest of the United States, and the president addressed it. This is a president of action.
Yep, and the president addressed it. It's taken care of, guys. Maduro and his wife are now in the custody of the United States. Trump, I am pleased to announce the interim authorities in Venezuela will be turning over between 30 and 50 million barrels of high-quality sanctioned oil to the United States of America. This oil will be sold at market price, and that money will be controlled by me as the president of the United States of America to ensure it's used to benefit the people of Venezuela and the United States. I have asked the Energy Secretary, Chris Wright, to execute this plan immediately. It will be taken by storage ships and brought directly to unloading docks in the United States. Thank you for your attention to this matter. The rap mix on that was great. Now you know. Yeah. Guys, the oil's ours. Just is. Also, this one, Venezuela, our military is fully prepared for anything America throws at us. Japan, kind of looking around nervous, says, dude, we took out 3 boats and they turned on the sun. You shouldn't do this. Don't poke them. Other countries have learned this lesson already. I'm not saying that we should nuke Venezuela, guys. We're not. But said he should have put it in the strategic reserve at 30 cents on the dollar. That's another good option. I kind of like that option, actually. What? No. The answer is no. Not right now. Okay. Thank you. Gardner in the house. Gardner, good to see you. Yeah, guys, don't push the United States. Don't be dumb. Holy crap. Says President Trump just put Colombian President Gustavo Petro on notice.
Simple.
Mr. President, Colombian President Gustavo Petro, a couple weeks ago, he said he's got to watch his ass. And today he said he's not concerned about anything happening to him in the aftermath of this operation. So just what your message is about that.
Well, he has cocaine mills. He has factories where he makes cocaine. And, yeah, I think I stick by my first statement. He's making cocaine. They're sending it into the United States. So he does have to watch his ass.
Mr. President, did you notify any members of Congress in advance?
No, because Congress leaks like a sieve. No, don't tell Congress ahead of time. Just do the thing. Just do the thing. Also, guys, the president of Colombia better stop talking because, guys, he posted a video similar to what Maduro did that was basically like, hey, come and get it. Didn't end well for Nicholas. Probably won't end well for Gustavo either. Aladdin had a response. There was originally an inquiry saying that maybe that Khamenei or one of the Ayatollah-type folks over in Iran had passed. Aladdin responded, so the original post is now gone, which is fine. I really wish that people would just post retractions and not just delete the post. But here it says, fake news. I have sources inside that confirmed he is alive, but that they are losing control. Not bad. Gardner in the house. He did after that. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Watching people post videos poking at the president is hilarious. The White House posted this, guys. I love the White House media account. The White House media account posting stuff like this, to me, is peak hilarity. No games, FAFO. And that should be the general policy of the United States of America, guys. You need to take us seriously. We don't mess around anymore. We don't have Sleepy Joe at the helm. We have Trump. This one is a response about Greenland, but it says, I think the U.S. should seize Greenland next. It goes, but Peter, that would end NATO. And he says, I already support it. You don't have to sell me on it. I've been saying on this channel that the UN, NATO, the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, like all of these stupid organizations just need to go. They need to go. That's all there is to it. So you don't have to sell me on it anymore, man. I get it. Seize Greenland. We have some Maha stories. These are mixed in here with government. You got European countries have 11 injections on their standard. On their, I forget what they call it. Just the list, the course of vaccines. Oh, this is incredible from DHS. Oh, we got a couple of stories. Let's pull this up real quick. DHS. We'll have our home again. Join ICE. That is a nice one. Actually, there was a link that you gave me for Aladdin. Let me pull that up as well. This one, post got viral. Article was sent to me by Whitney. I encourage everyone to see. Gives a fellow. First message said, hey, man. So ICE agents appear to have been dragged. Oh, yes, I did see this. So this was Elon reposted this. So as reported to Matt Whitney for bringing it to the attention, guys. But this post was reposted by Elon. So congratulations, Aladdin, on getting an Elon repost. Super cool to see. Super cool to see when some of our friends are getting a little bit more attention. I love to see it. So thank you for sharing that. Guys, first post. Talking about Matt Whitney, or are you talking about Aladdin? The vaccine schedules, guys, went from 11 for down. We used to have 72. So this schedule is rooted in the gold standard. Guys, today the Trump administration is proud to announce the United States updated the childhood vaccination schedule. Schedule is now rooted in the gold standard of science, widely agreed upon by scientists, experts all over the world. Effective today, we will no longer require 72 jabs. Going down to 11 of the most serious and dangerous diseases, guys. This is going to be so much better. Yeah, Matt, that's crazy. His first post like that just nailed it. You also got this. Ultra-processed foods are out, guys.
Today, about 50% of the calories that our children eat are ultra-processed foods or highly refined carbohydrates.
And then we wonder why we're all fat. We wonder why there are so many diseases. Guys, it's not a mystery. Our food is literal poison. Like, we would be so much better off if we just ate basic food, guys. Basic food. Chicken, beef, fish, some veg, rice, like just simple food, guys. It's not that hard.
It's literally poisoning them. And that is the result of a food pyramid that was driven by mercantile impulses that put Fruit Loops at the top of the fruit pyramid. We now have a science-based food pyramid that is based upon the most recent best science. And it's telling people to eat proteins, eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and whole grains. And that is going to transform the American dietary culture.
Look at that, guys. It's very different than the original food pyramid, guys. The original food pyramid said that you should have 6 to 11 servings of grain per day. And then we wonder why our people have gluten intolerance. We wonder why. Well, that's also spraying a desiccant on all of our wheat. But that's beside the point, guys. Trying to say that you should eat 11 servings of bread a day is freaking wild. That's like, eat a loaf of bread, guys, every day. No, eat a lot of meat, lots and lots of protein, guys. A little bit of vegetable, a little bit of fruit, some healthy fats. Guys, it's not hard. It's not that hard. And don't overeat. That's the other thing. America has a huge serving size problem. Huge serving size problem. Eat less and eat healthier, and it'll be fine. Kara says the left flipped out on this, and it was just it just exposed them as this was their issue a decade ago. Yeah, guys, they were talking about trying to update the food pyramid. They were saying, oh, our diet's great now. Like, nah, it's not. He also announced a war on added sugar.
Unsaturated fats.
Diets rich in vegetables and fruits reduce disease risk more effectively than many drugs. Whole grains outperform refined carbohydrates. Added sugars, especially sugar-sweetened beverages, drive metabolic disease, and today our government declares war on added sugar. Highly processed foods loaded with additives, added sugar, and excess salt damage health and should be avoided. As Secretary of Health and Human Services, my message is clear: eat real food.
Seems pretty reasonable. Karen says, I feel like you're targeting me when you say we have a serving size problem. Karen, are you self-identifying as a serving size offender? I don't know why you think I'm targeting you. I ate an entire large Costco cheese pizza in 28 minutes. Okay. Like it's a thing. It happens. But then I didn't eat for 2 days. Crispy can eat as many cookies as he wants. That's fair. Gardner in the chat with a nailed it, Karen. Welcome to the chat, Gardner. Getting into science, guys. Science and technology. Oh, you Karen called Crispy Christy. Hey, Christy, how you doing? Office of Nuclear Energy. American-made nuclear fuel is going to power the nuclear energy renaissance. Guys, I hope so. But it turns out a lot of the uranium we use comes from Australia. Doesn't even come from the United States. But we definitely need a nuclear energy renaissance. We definitely need more energy if we're going to drive the AI revolution. We need it. We need more power, guys. I saw a cool article that was talking about, and it's something that we talked about here on the show. Maybe the person that did this watches the show. But guys, they were talking about requiring microgrids at power plants to operate data centers. Makes a lot of sense, guys. You want to build a 200 megawatt data center campus, then guess what? Then you get to build a 200 megawatt microgrid and power your own damn data center. And you get to pay for it. That way, the general ratepayers aren't carrying the cost of having these long-term, cheaper power purchasing agreements that these large corporations get to enjoy that we don't. Gardner says, had to restart, comments were not going. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, hopefully they're fixed now. But guys, yeah, American-made, American nuclear. Love to see it. Doge designer with this. Pentagon just awarded SpaceX a new national security contract worth $739 million. Kara says, wait, that was my idea. Do I get a commission? I don't know, Kara. Do you? If you do, I want some. I really do, actually. But that's beside the point. We do need more nuclear power in the U.S., guys. We have the technology. We literally created the technology. We have advanced reactor designs that we are not using because people are still afraid and people are still following disproven stupid theories like the linear no threshold theory. Watch Kyle Hill's video on it. It's great. Educate yourselves because, unfortunately, I am not out there to educate you any more than I already am. I could try, but I don't currently make any money doing it. I would love to. But getting an NGO set up to fund education for the nuclear power to the public is not simple. And I have another business idea first. If that doesn't work out, maybe I'll consider it. But guys, national security contracts for SpaceX. This is good. This helps them fund their operations. This is like people are like, oh, the government subsidizes them. It's like, no, they literally purchase a service. Okay. Kara says it's a bug. I have to close the whole app and restart sometimes to see comments. That's good. They need to ditch Periscope so bad. And then latest in space, in just 30 days, Artemis 2 will send astronauts around the moon for the first time in over 50 years. Currently targeting February 6th, guys. Let's actually see. What day of the week is that? February 6th is a Friday. Those sons of... They better do it in the evening. If it's after my work hours, guys, on a Friday, next February 6th, I will stream this for sure. Super excited to see us make more progress towards going to the moon. A lot of fun. Culture, guys. I put this in culture. Can't remember why. But Artemis 2 is a 10-day mission flight test. The SLS and Orion will send astronauts further than any human mission before. The next step in returning Americans to the lunar surface and building a sustained missions at Mars.
Not only will this mission return NASA astronauts to the lunar environment, we're sending them farther into space than we've ever sent humans before. So this is a very important 10-day mission. It's gonna be a flight test of our new vehicle. So the
Gardner says, Karen, there was a $150,000 reward, but it was Manuro's pocket. Madero's smelly bodyguard, Manuro. I get it.
SLS rocket, the Orion spacecraft. It's going to stress and test all of our important systems to set up for future missions. Because Artemis 2 is the next episode up. The ones that come after that are going to be the American astronauts return to the lunar surface. Ideally, they've got the start of a moon base waiting for them already. And then we're going to continue those type of missions with increased rate, well into the future.
Jared Isaacman, folks, the NASA administrator, as he always should have been. It's good to see him. Now we're going to shift into actual culture stories, guys. Culture stories. This is Zora Mamdani's advisor for housing. Female, white lady, liberal. Good luck, everyone.
What I am envisioning is a world in which.
Oh, and it's got music. Okay, I'm not gonna play it. But you can see housing will be owned by a collective, and everybody will be paying 30% of their income in order to live in their housing. If someone makes $0 a year, they pay nothing. If somebody makes $500,000 a year, they're gonna pay 30% of that for housing. They're trying to lock you into a fixed 30% cost for housing. Guys, they're directly disincentivizing success and profit. Why would any industrious person live in this city? Which means their tax base is going to collapse. Which means who pays for it? Guys, they don't think at all. This stuff doesn't work. Kara says topic exchange was fantastic on Thursday, guys. I'm sorry I didn't make it. My schedule has been just crazy. I'm glad to hear it went well though, Gardner. Apologies. Carrot says thank you, Carrot. Always appreciate everyone. You got this one, guys. Josie, redheaded libertarian. It's weird how the shift as you drop letters and then add letters goes from no kings down to New Yorkers for Maduro, who is a literal dictator and king from Venezuela. So they went from protesting for no kings here against Trump, who's an elected president, to supporting a dictator from a foreign country. It's very sweet. It's very strange. Garter says, I totally get it. I've struggled with attending spaces lately. Yeah. Look, I think in general, like Gardner, it's not you, man. It's the platform. Like, I love X. It's the best place for news. But like, there's so little incentive to being here now. Like, there really is. Like, I don't. Trying to figure out how to word this properly. The goalpost keeps shifting. Small accounts is harder and harder to get traction. It's like I can't keep investing more and more time in a platform that has less and less of a return. I'll still be here. I'll still post every now and again, but like I was ramping up my involvement in X because there was the potential there, and I just don't see it anymore. So to throw more time after that, I just can't justify it. Kara says, no worries, PD. I just wanted to thank Gardner. Oh, no. It's fine. I don't mind discussing it. But like that's literally how I feel about the platform right now. I know I'm not the only one. It is a great place, guys. Don't get me wrong. They're making big changes in 7 days to fix some things. I get it. Like I haven't totally abandoned it yet, right? Like I'm still here. But it is very discouraging when I was ramping up my streaming schedule. I was getting 4, 5, 6. I think my peak was almost 700 views. And right now I'm sitting at 100. Well, 125 is not bad for lately. But guys, my viewership's definitely down. My impressions on my account is way down. like way down to the point where I've almost stopped posting entirely, which I know will also make it go down. But Venezuela used to be a much wealthier place than Poland, which was suffering under socialism. Then Poland implemented free market and capitalism principles and enjoyed an economic boom. Venezuela chose socialism and brought poverty and misery to its people. That's the difference. If you look at GDP per capita of these two countries, you can see, like, right there where it just diverged. You have Poland, after the fall of the Soviet Union, ramps up. And you have Venezuela chose socialism, collapsed, guys. They're very mineral rich. Very mineral rich. Karen says, tell me about it. I have 10 months of premium on a suspended account and now I'm completely shadow banned. Yeah, I feel you. Hegseth destroys a woke whimpering reporter. I put this under culture and you'll see why in just a second, guys. But he just lets this person have it.
Acknowledge the female pilots that also participated in this mission. The early messages that you sent out.
He's laughing at her already. He's like, why didn't you thank the female pilots that participated?
Only congratulated the boys.
So when I say something like our boys and bombers, see, this is the kind of thing the press does, right?
Yes, they do. The left does it all the time, guys. They try and control language.
Of course, the chairman mentioned a female bomber pilot. That's fantastic. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
She's a hero. I want more female bomber pilots. I hope the men and women of our country sign up to do such brave and audacious things. But when you spin it as, because I say our boys and bombers as a common phrase, I'll keep saying things like that, whether they're men or women. I'm very proud of that female pilot.
Yeah, guys, they're just trying to make something out of nothing. So when you say guys, when you say boys, like it was after the Iran bombing out of Missouri. Yes, it was. This is not a new clip, guys. It's just, it got posted recently on January 5th. But I picked it up because it speaks a lot to the culture, guys. This constant attempt to control messaging and words. They are trying to weaponize language to a level where, like, casual conversation, if I tell you those guys did something and those guys and the boys and whatever, it is a generic term for everybody. It's not exclusive. It's inclusive. And yet the left is going to try and shame you for not being inclusive enough. Well, guess what, guys? And yes, I know I have females in the audience. Guess what, guys? Tough. Anyway, Stephen Miller, of all people, guys. Stephen Miller.
There's mental illness in some of these people, Stephen.
Well, not all of them. Time. Nope. You don't get to do that.
Nope. You don't get to do that.
Don't talk to me about mental illness on the side of the right, but you have people talking about transgender without parental consent and men transitioning to women and playing in women's sports.
Yeah, guys, when you're going to turn around and try and say that the right has a mental illness problem, again, iron law of projection remains undefeated, 198 years and running, but check yourselves before you go point the fingers at somebody else. Because remember, when you point the finger at somebody, there are 3 of them pointing back at you. Just saying.
And thinking that was okay, and people could be incarcerated, and they could have sex changes and stuff like that. Oh, no. You don't get to sit up there and just point to the right about that and not act like there wasn't craziness on the left, too. I'm a moderate who primarily votes Democrat. And I'm here to tell you something right now. I don't recognize this left. Or not this one. Not the one that I've been seeing over the last few years. I'm a moderate who will lean left on everything but dollars, meaning taxes. I can't stand high taxes in California, New York, New Jersey. Okay?
Base Stephen Miller, guys. He's a moderate, leans left, except on taxes. Like, you can just abolish the IRS as far as I'm concerned. He might actually agree with it also. But yeah, don't come at the right and try and say that we have a mental illness problem when the left is so demonstrably mentally ill. Oh my God. Karen says they are rightfully considering removing females from combat roles. They absolutely should. Females have no business in combat roles. Guys, for all of human history, men have fought in combat to prevent women from having to fight. To provision and protection is like our main driving force as men. What kind of pussies do we have in charge where they said, you know what's a great idea? Let's put women in combat. Bunch of idiots. Oh, Nick Sartor, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, primarily funding vehicle for PBS, has officially dissolved after President stripped them of funding. No longer subsidizing the left-wing propaganda. Love to see it, guys. Big divide in the black community over Minneapolis situation as most don't see any reason to join, and the minority that wants another Floyd situation. Yeah, guys, that's true. How many in the minority communities are getting nothing when it comes to assistance? Meanwhile, they're like, hey, come over here and protest with us. Help us out. And they're like, bro, we ain't getting the money. Why would we help you? They're trying to make the shooting of the white lesbian lady into a George Floyd thing, but she tried to hit a cop with her car. Like, sorry. There's no hands up, don't shoot in that. There's multiple angles of that incident, guys. They're always showing the one angle where it's very difficult to see the cop that shoots, the cop that was hit by that vehicle. But as they pointed out on, I think it was Timcast IRL, or maybe it might have been the Culture War, one of the Tim's shows, you can see the front wheels that are still pointed at the officer spinning on the ice. Like, the dedicated lover got out of the car first. Yeah, that's true. The girlfriend or wife or whatever it is got out of the car, and then homegirl decided to try and plow into a cop with her car and got shot. It's unfortunate, guys. These lefties are encouraging each other to escalate things to a degree that I don't think they're really ready for. Kara says the child beater. I'm going to say alleged. I don't know. Got your back, honey. Hey, you mind if I get out? Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the lesbian, the wife girlfriend thing. Yeah. I got your back, honey. Don't mind if I get out, right? Yeah, I'll be over there. Okay, thanks. Yeah, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, gone. Wonderful. I love, guys, this is probably one of my favorite clips for the week. We can read it and then we'll watch it. It says, why don't we put white people on an island so that we can reduce their population? Just listen to this.
Why don't we put white people on islands so that we reduce their population?
Here's the thing, though. It would quickly become the best island, and then all you guys would just want to come to it.
Oh, listen to that again.
We put white people on islands so that we reduce their population.
Here's the thing, though. It would quickly become the best island, and then all you guys would just want to come to
it. It's probably true, though. It's what happened with the United States, right? We all came to this big island continent known as North America, and then we turned it into the best place on earth. And where does everybody want to come now? Where does everybody want to come now, guys? They want to come to the United States. Yeah, do it. Put us on another island. We'll make it great. Make islands great again. You got this one, guys. The Reddit retards. The Reddit mods are retarded. Well, it turns out if you are here to tell a lie, this was posted by one of the mods on Reddit. If you're here to tell lies about an innocent woman, okay, this is already very loaded language, obviously very biased, obviously doesn't care about the facts. But if you're here to tell lies about an innocent woman murdered by Trump's Gestapo, then you have two choices. Tell that lie and it's immediately removed and you are permanently banned. Or you keep quiet. Those are your only two choices. You do not get to have different opinion about the truth of what happened for literally exactly the same reason you don't get to have a different opinion about the cardinal direction in which the sun sets. So just like with the COVID vaccine, just like with many other things, these people are trying to declare that the science is settled, that the facts are already determined, and that's just not true. But again, it conflicts with their worldview, so the Redditor mods keep being Redditor mods. And guess what, guys? Reddit is a terrible place. It's part of why AIs that are trained using data from Reddit are so jacked up. This is my favorite. This is the end of culture. This is my last post to cover for culture, guys. But this shows, we were talking a little bit about, last couple of weeks, we've talked a little bit about the dating hellscape and the relationship hellscape in the West. Well, why don't you try and pull this trick and see how it goes for you? I dare you.
Would you rather break up or let me go through your text right now? You go through them right now on camera.
I have an ultimatum.
Yeah, either we break up or let me go through them.
Who's asking that?
No, let me see.
Is this like a new thing or what?
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok.
Okay, well, don't just reach for my phone. Like, I have stuff on there that, like, is not your business.
Then you can get out.
What are you talking about?
Okay, see, like, already done. Bro, it's cooked.
Which one are you choosing?
Why do I have to choose? Why is that a thing? It's not how relationships work.
It is. If I can't trust you, it doesn't work.
So what are you talking about?
Which one are you picking? Are we breaking up or can I go through your text?
Okay, well, what if one option just, you know, just leads to us breaking up anyways? Like,
Oh, which tells you all you need to know, guys. If your girl won't let you go through your text messages, she's probably hiding something, guys. That's all there is to it. That's it. Not much else to it. Karen says she's done. Yeah. He should have been done a while ago looking at how things are going. But just remember, guys, got to be able to trust each other. Got to love this one, guys. Want to join the U.S. to Greenland? Sure. This is almost like the dating situations, guys. Look at this. Dating situation. How many people have been to a bar or to another like establishment where you're like, hey, that girl's cute. You're like, I'd like to talk to that girl. And then her less cute friend gets in the way and says she's not interested. This is a very good meme, guys, only because Greenland seems like they're okay with it. And then Denmark's like, no, Greenland's ours. Yeah, no, this makes a lot of sense. It's a very good meme, guys. Oh, by the way, we're in the meme section now, just as a heads up. This meme posted by Gunther. Oh, guys. Maduro sleeping with a couple. This is like the messing around with people in the barracks meme template, but they put Maduro's face on it. Oh, guys. Kara says, bring out the Lego Navy. That's right. But guys, this has to be one of my favorite memes after the Maduro arrests that I've seen in a very long time, guys. The amount of barracks nonsense that happens on military bases while people are sleeping, insane, but very funny. If you were in the military, you definitely get this, but if you weren't, that's okay. And then you get this one, guys, because one of the things they did while they were going to arrest President Maduro is they did drop a bomb on Chavez's grave. Oh, there's a whole AI video. Oh, of the barracks stuff. Oh, Karen, if you could find that, you need to send it to me. I'll play it on post YouTube. Why? Why did we drop it on Chavez's grave? Why? Because F that guy. That's why. This one, I'll never forgive anyone who voted for Trump. You hear me? Never, says the awful. Says, shut the F up. No one cares. Oh, guys. Nobody takes the left seriously anymore. Top comment, American woman. Unfortunately, they do. There's a lot of progressive white women that take the left seriously, which I think is what this was trying to make fun of. You got this one, guys. If you got this CAPTCHA, would you pass? Select all the squares with presidents. It's Kamala, Hillary Clinton, and President Trump. Yep. There's only one square with a president in it. Gotta love it. And then this one was supplied to us by Shell. Guys, can you remember seeing the two of these people in the same room? Is there video or picture evidence that these two have ever been in the same room at the same time? What do you guys think? It's like the same picture, guys. It's basically the same picture. Let's see if we got any more memes. 3 hours, 9 hours. We probably have a couple from the last few weeks, too. Crispy had a meme, it looks like. The Somalis after opening a Leering Center. Oh, Crispy. This was so good. Karen says, Theo is great. Don't. It's like, oh, hey, look, everyone's fair game, my guy. Everyone's fair game. Ooh, this looks like it might be a fun one. Let's see this. Is there music? Yes, there is. We're going to play this post YouTube. Thank you for sending this one over, MK. So we'll see if we have any other DMs, guys. We're going through the DMs. We've been gone for a couple of weeks. Got this one from West Virginia. Democrat Party, domestic terrorist. Corporate needs to find the difference between this picture and this picture. It's like, nope. Same picture, guys. Same picture. 100%. Very true. Shell, do we got any good ones? All right. So we got, how we imagined AI 40 years ago compared to how it's going. Oh, yikes. Guys, there was a whole week basically where it was just that Grok can put a bikini on anything. That included a toaster that was reposted by Elon Musk. And then somebody posted a picture of Elon in a bikini as well.
Happy.
Let's see what this one is. Oh, we got an advertisement for Big Mike's Nuts.
Happy New Year, everyone. If you are having a get-together tonight and are making a snack list, then please consider Big Mike's Nuts. Barry says Big Mike's Nuts are the saltiest, best nuts he has ever had. Big Mike's Nuts come from a small town in Kenya where Barry was born called Mayendis, Kenya. Barry likes to rest Big Mike's Nuts on his chin before eating them. Barry really likes Big Mike's Nuts without washing them first. He says he loves them extra salty. So if you are looking for a good snack, then maybe you will like my nuts. Tell them at the store that you wish to have my nuts put in a sack for your way home. Again, Happy New Year.
Oh my God. Who did this? Who did this? Oh my God. Shell, can you send that on to Gardner as well? I guess I could as well, but yeah, just send that over to Gardner. Oh, wow. That is hilarious. Barry loves Big Mike's Nuts. That's right. Thank you very much, Shell. That is hilarious. Oh, let's see. Karen. All right. Karen's got a couple of memes in here, guys. Hiroshima 1945 to Detroit in 1945. Now Hiroshima in 2015. Well, that was 10 years ago, but 2015 Hiroshima to Detroit. What does this tell you, folks? This tells you that progressivism is more dangerous than a nuclear bomb, because progressive ideologies took Detroit from being one of the nicest cities on earth to being a hellhole. And after we nuked Hiroshima, they basically rebuilt it. Yes, that is just today. Did you have others as well? I could also go back. Oh, tampon Tim with the that's all, folks. With a tampon instead of a rifle. That's just gross. Said if we want to make America great again, we're gonna have to make evil people fear punishment again. I mean, that's very true. And then you got this one. I saw this meme also, guys. The MAGAT deserved it. Sucks the shooter missed. Fascists had it coming. And then the lady that tried to run over the border patrol says, "Oh, they're peaceful." Yeah, the left is not consistent. They are not ideologically. Excuse me. The left is not ideologically consistent. We all know that they believe in that the ends justify the memes. Let's see. What do we got? All right, we got this one from before from Karen as well. Amazing how one could fire to a crowd of liberals and instantly hit a pedophile, a woman beater, and a career criminal. Yeah, and then they got mad at Kyle Rittenhouse for doing it. It's weird. It's almost like they were defending those people. You also got this post that breaking news on December 25th, Santa successfully made it through St. Louis. Barely, guys. Just barely. Santa made it through St. Louis. Oh, poor St. Louis. You got this one. Obamacare was used to funnel taxpayer funds into insurance companies. That is very true. The number of socialists who leave America every year to escape capitalism, 0. Weird. It's almost like it's preferable. Facebook's race-blind algorithm backfires in their face, finds that 90% of hate speech was directed towards white people and men. Oh, we knew this already, though. Didn't we? Ah, those are so good. Thank you very much, Karen. We appreciate it. Gardner sent a few. Oh, Gardner. How many did you send, my guy? Gardner was feeling like, I haven't sent one in a while. I'm going to send you all the memes. Air Illegal, specialized in one-way travel. That sounds fantastic, guys. Any illegal alien can just go home, please. It says, when Trump spoils all the fun and now everyone's trying to overthrow dictators. Oh, Iran, it's going to be okay. Then it says here, you are here. It's like, oh, yeah, the new revised food pyramid might not be so good. Might not be so good for the cows, guys. You are now at the top. But we're going to have to do something about the beef processing backlog in the United States. We got to get the price of beef down, guys. I was just at the store and like steaks are like $12 or $13 a pound at a minimum. There's some cuts that are more. Guys, beef is still way too expensive. We need to fix that. Here it says, we are not the same. Oh, this is a modification of the meme that Karen sent, but just a different format, but they don't get sympathy a few inches off. That's what happens. And she was peaceful. Yes, very, very unequal application. Satan asked Democrats to tone down all the evil.
Thank you. Open borders. I misspoke before. You guys are not destroying the world, okay? You are saving the world.
Hey, whoa, what's up with those scare quotes?
Pretty sure I didn't use scare quotes when I said saving the world. The important thing to keep in mind is that there's a big election coming up, and you and I, we're all on the same page, okay? So if we want Biden to win, he needs to win in order for us to save the world. If we want Biden to win, you folks, how can I say this? You might need to tone it down just.
What?
Oh, that's a good question. You're women's reproductive rights, right? Okay. Excellent branding, by the way. It's much easier on the ears than baby murder. So kudos to you on that one. But opposing any restrictions all the way through to the 9th month, I mean, you see how you're kind of tipping your hand, right? Makes people think, wait, maybe they actually want to kill babies. And we do, obviously.
No, we don't.
Oh.
No, we don't. We don't.
Right. We don't. But you see how it can kind of look that way. So that's all I'm saying. You know, let's tone it down. And you, immigration, clearly we don't want a completely open border that undermines any sense of national sovereignty, driving down wages for the working class and overtaxing the welfare state. So let's go a bit easy there too. I mean, why not something like this? Why not something like diversity is our...
Are you trying to say diversity is our strength?
Yes! How do you say that without laughing? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, this video just keeps going, guys. This is so good. The devil is asking the left to tone it down a little bit. That makes a lot of sense, guys. If you understand some of the things that they stand for. Tim Burchett is the new face of Doge, guys. Elon just reaching up, holding him up for the world to see, guys. Tim Burchett, the new head of Doge. NATO about to get defunded and look like monkeys when we just buy it. Yeah, that's true. They're talking about Greenland. These cabals of the world power must be imprisoned. It's time to put a stop to these endless resets, says even after enormous upheavals and seemingly irrecoverable changes. The same pattern has always reasserted itself, just as a gyroscope will always return to equilibrium. George Orwell. Guys, make Orwell great again. Make 1984 great. I don't know, guys. 1984 is a crazy, crazy thing. Squirrel plus coffee equals crazy. How dare you try and say coffee's bad? That's what it was. It was make 1984 fiction again. Thank you for the correction. It felt a little weird saying make it great again. It's not great. 1984 is a terrible idea. Also, great clip. That maybe that squirrel shouldn't have coffee. Just thinking. Oh God, I can't, Gardner. Like, what did you post this in response to? Oh God. Okay, I'll allow it. Retard of the day: reporter who doxed ICE agents who was nearly run over. And then it says, I've seen that face somewhere before. Gardner. Gardner, that's just mean. Says, about this time. Let's see what this was a response to. The McBoycott. Wow. A McDonald's in Minneapolis just posted a sign banning ICE from entering their building. Should we investigate? McBoycott. Yes. Also, we had the hotel that decided to ban ICE agents, and they got removed from the Hilton network, so that was kind of fun. And we had this, guys. Caution, do not take dietary advice from this guy. Because he said, Secretary Kennedy, this new food pyramid is solid, but you forgot to include one dietary staple. And he said, don't take dietary advice from the fat JD Vance meme. Oh, this administration just has such a good sense of humor. Like, I love it. It's great. All right, guys, that looks like it is the end of the memes, guys. Check out the yeah, the administration is great. I love it too. Check out the website. Check out the community. Join it. Join us on our 90-day calisthenics challenge. We are going to drop YouTube so that we can watch the last couple of shows. So thank you very much to the people over on YouTube.